Frank Diaz, Francisco Diaz technically, was involved in a motor vehicle crash that our deputies, Palm Coast, Flagler County Fire and Rescue responded. And I was nearby and happened to respond also. And fortunately, Frank was not seriously injured, although that day it looked a lot worse. There was, you know, you had a pretty good brain injury, scalp in there, but fortunately not serious. And so his bike was destroyed in the crash, and he was taken to the hospital. And so I tried to find a bicycle that had been found property that turned into us. It was a trike, and we didn't have one. So I called my good friend Joe Gullen of the Bike Men of Flagler County, because I knew that they donate and repair pre-owned bikes, and I know that the Mark, the owner of this store, has donated bikes to them. And they do about 2,000 bikes a year for the community in all different ages. So he reached out to Mark. They had just had a trade-in of a trike. And that's when I learned that Frank's bike was motorized. I didn't know it at the time. So I always thought you were getting in good shape every time I see you driving down State Road 100, because I see you all the time. And so that caused the price to go up a little bit. And Mark and his team here were going to donate all the labor and, of course, the pre-owned bike. We needed to raise the money for the motor. And as Mark and Joe spoke, Mark upped the ante and said we'll get them a brand new bike that they donated, including all the labor. And so I gave some money personally. The bike men matched it. And then the bike men did a fundraiser for you there, Frank, so we could outfit your new bike with its motor and so forth. And within 12 hours, we reached the original goal.
That's correct.
And then within the next, I think you ran it for 2 weeks?
Yeah, we actually ended early yesterday.
Okay.
Because we felt it was enough.
Right. And so it actually raised over $2,300. So Frank's going to get a little check, I think, from the bike men at Flagler to help you with your expenses from the hospital, and maybe that ticket the trooper wrote you.
We have a check for $1,000 for Frank in addition.
But so we hope that helps. We got you a new bike with the right kind of mirrors this time. And I really appreciate the community stepping up. The bike shop, Palm Coast Bike Shop, Trail Shop, for doing this. And you know, that's what community is all about. And I won't forget, I was leaning over Frank when he rolled over and looked at me and said, "Is that Rick?" And I didn't even know you knew me, Frank, at that point. But I'm really glad the community is able to do this for you, especially the Palm Coast Bike Trail Shop and the Bike Men of Flagler County. And I just had a little bit to get it going, but it's the community that really came through. So I don't know if you'd like to say anything, but shiny new red. Your other one was a blue one, right?
No, it's black one.
Oh, black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a little see of that or not.
Yeah, that bike saved my life. When I get hit, it went along with a basket on my back. Took 70% of the shot.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would have been dead.
Yeah, you were very, very fortunate. And so anyways, on behalf of all of us here in the community, because a lot of people donated to be able to do this for you today, we're just proud you're okay. And just I hope you get back on your feet and do your handyman stuff.
And volunteer.
Yep.
And Mr. Diaz, how long have you been biking around the community?
I'm hard of hearing.
How long have you been biking around the community here?
That's another story. In Flagler, 17 years.
On a bike all that time?
Yeah.
And you?
That's another story. I got 4 non-fraction tickets, and the judge in Volusia County gave me a lifetime suspension. And it's $25,000 for a lawyer to fight it.
You mean driving? When you were driving?
Yeah, I had 4 infractions, like illegal plate in the trailer and everything else. But my father got sick, I went back to Massachusetts, and I missed the hearing, and no judge will oversee another judge, so I've been on the bike for 20 years.
Do you know about how much you bike every year? How many miles?
I couldn't tell you. I'm on the bike 7 days a week.
He covers just about all of Flagler County.
Well, now we have a speedometer on it, so.
I live in Bunnell, and I just finished a job the other side of the VFW with a 14-mile bike ride. 3 years ago, I was doing a job out there, and the guy said, "I'll see you tomorrow morning." Okay. I got up, it was 28 degrees. I left 2 hours early, and I was on the job at 8:30 in the morning. I had to stop 3 times and warm up, but I was there.
What's your injuries? Are you recovering from all your injuries, or you still have any aches?
Well, I mean, I'm almost 80. I'll be 80 next month, and I got arthritis in the shoulders and stuff. But overall, except for this accident, I'm doing good. Even though Rick says I'm not pedaling anymore, but I'm still very active.
So, Gary was asking about your injuries. So the last time we talked, you were having some shoulder issues.
Yeah, I got a lot of issues. I got 5 staples in my head. I never shaved my head and put the staples in. I've been trying to get them out since last Thursday. Nobody returns my phone calls. This shoulder, I think it's separated, and I might have a pinched nerve because I wake up at night and this arm is just gone to sleep. And I really had some questions about the hospital visit. I ended up getting transferred to Halifax because they couldn't quite understand what was wrong with me. I sat in Halifax for 5 hours, and they said, "I'm stopped." At 9:30, doctor comes up, "I just ordered your meal. You need to find a ride home. There's nothing wrong with you." $55 later, I was back in my house.
So you're gonna ride out today on the bike?
No, we're going to transport it for him. We have our trailer here.
Yeah.
Transport it back.
What I got to do is,
We're not going to make him ride to Bunnell today.
yeah, with I'm going to take that basket off and build. I'm going to almost build the same thing I had, but it's basically to make it waterproof, so I can keep the controller, the battery, and the battery charger in there.
So Frank, what I'm gonna do is, because I didn't know about you having a problem getting the staples out and stuff like that, so I'm gonna ask my chief of staff to work with Flagler County Paramedicine and see if we can help you out.
Well, I'll tell you, they were good. On Wednesday, 7 o'clock at night, knocked on my door. It was the EMT. And she said, "Well, I bought you a meal." Oh, I said, "Nice." So I started talking to her, and I said, "I don't understand why they didn't shave my head with the staples. What are you talking about?" And I showed her. She took pictures. She came back on Thursday. Was the first time my 2nd-degree burn got taken care of. And after that, I just did it myself.
Okay.
Mr. Diaz, one last question. When you were down after the accident and you looked up and you saw the sheriff, how do you know Rick?
Well, Rick doesn't remember, but a couple of years ago, he had some furniture made. And I worked out back at the shop. You remember when you had the 2 tables made?
I do. I didn't know you worked in the shop.
Yeah.
I didn't deal with you. I'm not that small world. So your
Yeah.
furniture is
Well,
in my house.
I basically do a lot of recycling. It's just like everything I do in these bikes. It's all recycled material. I take pallets apart and make it like when I get home, I'm going to start every piece of wood on this bike is going to be recycled.
All right, so we're also gonna get you a flag too. So that
I got one. I got one.
Okay.
And then-
Well, Joe or you will
Yeah.
get that taken
I got
care
some in
of.
the shop.
But why don't you sit on it? I know you're not gonna ride it out in the store, but, and I don't know, Mark, if you'd like to say anything?
Yeah, we gotta test the seat and all the rest of that stuff because I got long legs.